Yes, bad news for old media. Deontay Wilder about 11 days away. People ranking Fury #1. So if Wilder wins, what does that say? Stay tuned to this video. You guys are all going to find out. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, before I get started, throw a like on the video. When you guys hit the like button, I don't know how you found the video, but somehow, some way, you guys found this video and content. Throw a like on the video so others who are looking for the same content can find it as well. Simple gesture goes a long way. Very simple stuff. Now, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh my God. Fights coming up about 11 days, and I have a very interesting topic that I want to share with you guys in the video. Without further ado, let's get it in. Let's get it on. So let's start here. Days ago, you guys will see evident by the actual date on Twitter, September 25th. So yesterday was September 27th. Today is the 28th. So about 3 days ago, I posted this, and I said on Twitter, make sure you follow me at Boxingego. The irony is, this was after the Joshua Usyk, for clarification purpose, after the Joshua Usyk, because the great Ego Stradamus, he knows. I said the irony is many people in boxing now touting Tyson Fury as the #1 heavyweight in the world since Anthony Joshua just lost again to Alexander Usyk. When Deontay Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury in the trilogy, let's see if the race in boxing say Deontay Wilder is now #1 since he beat Fury, who they are saying is #1. Hashtag ego. So you see it, 145 likes. Shout out to everybody. Follow me at Boxingego. Now, I posted this on September 25th. Ironically enough, that days later, just as the great Ego Stradamus predicted, I am the greatest in boxing. TB Ego. Just like I predicted, you see it coming through. BT Sport. Where do they have Tyson Fury? They have him ranked #1. So I predicted this. And then underneath, they have a unified champion, Usyk, who just beat Joshua. Then they have Anthony Joshua. And then they have Wilder and Dillian White. Tyson Fury is atop of the list. That's who they have as like the creme de la creme, right? Eddie Hearn says that Deontay Wilder is not in the top 4. He says Dillian White gets, a guy who's never been a champion, gets the placement, and he's been knocked out twice. But Wilder, he can't, a former champion with 10 title defenses, somehow, some way, Eddie Hearn believes, or is telling you he believes, that the former champion deserves to be behind. Now, and I think you guys see the problems that we're running into already, the contradictions already. So the guy who has 10 title defenses and lost to Tyson Fury, who they're saying is #1, a guy who's a former champion with the WBC for all those years since the Stavern first fight, he deserves to be behind Dillian White, according to Eddie Hearn. I made a video about that, so check that video out. So you guys can see already this is problematic. It doesn't make any sense. But let's keep going. You have an ESPN reporter. It says Alexander Usyk moves up to #2 heavyweight after defeating Joshua for the unified championship. AJ falls to #4. Here's my new top 10. #1 is Fury, right? Then it's Usyk before Wilder. So this is great. This is great for Ego's Army and Digital Mob. Usyk having a great performance and showing, credit to him. People are saying like, okay, he hasn't done enough to surpass Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's number one. So they're leaving Tyson Fury number one. The great thing is in 11 days, Wilder is fighting Tyson Fury. So if Wilder wins by knockout, which is my prediction, Ego Stradamus's prediction, just like I said. So again, September 25th, the great Ego Stradamus predicted this. This was just posted on BT Sport 1 hour ago. This was just posted by ESPN today at 9:14. So I predicted that we're going to see some funny business when Tyson Fury gets knocked out. I absolutely believe that Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, to this day, I believe he will knock out Tyson Fury. So let's see if the narrative shifts when Tyson, and that's why I got to get ahead of the bullet like I always do and be on the front line, because I believe my prediction will serve true. The great Ego Stradamus. Wilder beats Fury, right? He's going to beat him. Let's see if people keep that same energy and put this black fighter at number one, since they currently say that Tyson Fury is number one. Because if you don't, that doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. How can you say that Tyson Fury is the number one heavyweight, even above Usyk, which is fair? Okay. So if Wilder beats Fury, like I believe he will, oh my God, right? And he nails him, then don't try to put Usyk at number one when old media just told you that Tyson Fury's number one. So it's like Highlander. There can be only one. You defeat this person and you inherit their powers. So we can't see any funny business here. But dealing with old media, you know there's going to be a lot of funny business. Right now, they're saying that Tyson Fury is number one. 11 days from now, when Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury, which is my prediction, and I'm firm on that, let's see if they keep that same energy and decide that Wilder is now number one. Because right now, a lot of these same writers and boxing personalities, or whatever you want to call them, are saying that Fury's number one, and they're saying Wilder has no shot. So if he proves you wrong by beating Fury, he has to be number one. But we know old media is full of shapeshifters. So what they do is they'll keep and continually move the goalposts. They'll say Fury's number one for 11 days because Joshua just lost to Usyk. But then if Fury loses to Wilder, instead of anointing this black man, oh my God, Deontay, D-Dub, right? Instead of anointing him and saying he is now, they'll try to bump Usyk up into the top number one spot. Because Joshua lost, you can't put him there. If Wilder beats Fury, he becomes a champion again, so you can't put Dillian White above him, right? And if Fury gets knocked out, then he can't be number one, because you guys said Wilder had no shot, and he, as an underdog and a challenger, proves you wrong. Oh, this is not looking good, people. So I really can't wait for this fight. I think it's going to be an amazing fight. Retribution is among us Saturday, October 9th, live on pay-per-view. This is the world heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. You just got to show up. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see. I've already predicted it. You guys seen it. We'll see if old media keeps the same energy of what they're saying now. They're saying Tyson Fury is absolutely number one. So there's no way Usyk can trump, because I've already seen the conversation, but I want to save some of that ammunition. I've already seen it, but they're saying Tyson Fury's number one and Wilder's way down here. So if Wilder, I can't wait for this. You know, Eddie Hearn talking nonsense, saying that Dillian White is above Wilder. People are going to look so foolish if Wilder wins and when he wins. I wish I could fall asleep and then like Rip Van Winkle wake up in a week to the fight, because I think Wilder's going to prove a lot of people wrong. And just so you know, we keeping the same energy on my channel. Everybody else will be eradicated. If you weren't talking sense in boxing, you better hope my prediction comes and misses. But if Tyson Fury don't show up, then he's definitely not the number one. So that's his business. So if he tries to pull some gimmick where he's like, oh, I'm not fighting, or something weird because Fury's weird and erratic, then he can't be number one. And if he gets knocked out and if he gets beat on the cards, if he loses to Deontay Wilder in any fashion, then he's not number one. And that means you got to appoint this person, just like his t-shirts say. Just like his t-shirts say, number one heavyweight in the world. You guys have no choice but to put Wilder at number one. There's a lot of naysayers, a lot of detractors and deflectors who deflect from the situation at hand, and we're not gonna do that. And the last thing I'll say is this: Tyson Fury, people keep saying that he's so accomplished because he beat Wilder by stoppage. This is how they do black fighters, and we just got to put it on the front line. This is what they do. This is the game that old media plays. Tyson Fury beats Wilder, and they build statues of Wilder falling, and Fury's the greatest because he beat this black fighter. However, this same black fighter, they tell you, is not even good. And Eddie Hearn says he's not top 4. Eddie Hearn says that Wilder doesn't have a resume that stacks up. So why does Fury receive, especially when he cheated in the Wilder fights, why does Fury receive so much praise and statues if Wilder's not even that good to begin with? So we know old media is lying. They are afraid of this lion. Deontay Wilder, I can't wait to see what he cooks up for the whole boxing world. Let me get this straight. Wilder ain't this. He's bum squad. He's chicken legs, spaghetti legs. But then Fury gets statues built, and he gets heavy praise for beating a guy that you guys say has no resume and a guy that is not even that good. I can't wait for this fight, people. Stay tuned to the channel. You're going to see somebody go out of business, and it ain't going to be me. Old media out of here. They're not keeping it real. The trilogy is among us. When Tyson Fury falls, Wilder becomes number one, Highlander style. Drop your thought. Oh my God. Look at the boy. You will see this scene October 9th. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you love what I'm doing, support the channel in the various ways you can. Links in the description. A simple thumb up gesture. Leave me a comment. Share the video. Great things. I look forward to delivering you so much more. Stay tuned. My socials on Twitter @Boxingego and Instagram @Boxingego1. Yeah. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.